Hello, how are you? Okay, let me check you. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Let me check your temperature. You have a very high temperature. Now let me check your BP. Put your hand inside. Good. Let me give you an injection. Don't worry, it won't pain. That's it. Done. Now you'll be fine. Take rest properly now. Have healthy foods. Okay, drink more water and take care of yourself.
Wow! I am back to teaching you. Dear children, what did you see now? Yes, I was being hospitalized last week due to some sickness. How was the sight? You have noticed different equipments, right? Actually, these equipments or instruments help me to save my life. So dear kids, if there weren't any sorts of medical instruments like this, what would have been my condition? So these medical equipments help me to save my life, correct? Yeah, my lifespan is extended further now. So would you like to know what are those basic life-saving medical equipments? How to use them? Why to use them? Who invented them? And so on? Okay. This chapter we shall learn about medicine. Are you ready? So here we go. So before moving to the lesson, let's have a summary of the chapter. So our chapter is medicine, And in this chapter, we are going to discuss about clinical thermometer, stethoscope, microscope, laser, pasteurization, then antibiotics, vaccination, medical imaging, antiseptics, and sterilization. So, let's learn. Medical science saw rapid advancements in the 19th and 20th centuries. This was the period when several medicines, new drugs, and medical and surgical instruments were invented. Because of these discoveries, people started living a healthier life with an increased lifespan. So let us learn about some important medical inventions and discoveries. So the first one is clinical thermometer. A clinical thermometer is used to measure body temperature. Okay, so here you can have a look into it. So this is what? A clinical thermometer. So it was invented by Daniel Fahrenheit. Okay, so it was invented by Daniel Fahrenheit, a German physicist, in 1714. Good. A clinical thermometer is a slim glass rod with a bulb of mercury at one end. Okay, and it measures temperature in degree Fahrenheit or degree Celsius. So 98.4 degree Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius is taken as the normal body temperature. Okay, if the body temperature is higher or lower than the normal body temperature, we know that what a person is not well. Great. So the body temperature is taken by placing the thermometer in the patient's mouth or under the armpit for a few seconds. The mercury in the bulb heats up and expands due to body heat. So the extent to which the mercury rises indicates the body temperature. And today digital thermometers are also available. You all are familiar with this, right? So this is the digital form of thermometer. Okay. And next one is stethoscope. You know what is stethoscope? Do you know how to use it? So like this, right? Yes. So this is what? Stethoscope. So Dr. Rene Laennec invented the stethoscope in 1816. It is a medical device used to listen to the sounds of the internal organs of our body, such as lungs and heart. So with the help of this device, doctors can identify if there is any problem in the functioning of these organs. Okay, so let us move to the next, that is microscope. A microscope is an instrument that enables us to see very small objects which cannot be seen through unaided eyes by enlarging the size. A microscope is an instrument that enables us to see very tiny objects or very small objects which cannot be seen through unaided eyes by enlarging their size. The very first microscopes were known as flea glasses. Remember, the very first microscope were known as flea glasses, as they were used to study tiny insects. Later on, Italian astronomer and physicist Galileo worked on this flea glass and perfected it. A Dutch optician named Zacharias Janssen invented a light microscope in 1590. As time passed, The microscope was improved upon. It helped scientists to identify the disease causing germs and find a cure for them. The microscope is an important invention as it has helped to prevent many diseases. So here you can see the model of a microscope. Wow. Okay, so this is what? Microscope. Good. Now we will move to the next, that is medical imaging. When doctors want to find out if there is any problem with our internal organs, they take photographs of the organs through medical imaging. Do you know the examples of medical imaging? Like ECG, X-ray, ultrasound and MRI are machines which help doctors to check the condition of our internal organs. So here I have a model of MRI scan result. Here you can see the X-rays. Okay, so this is the X-ray of my shoulder. Okay, you can watch here. So this is what? The model of an MRI. This is what the model of a MRI scan result. Okay, and our next topic is laser. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So what is the expanded form of laser? LASER. L for light, A for amplification and S for stimulated, then E for emission and R for radiation. So light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Very important. Or laser is replacing surgeries in many cases. So laser is a narrow beam of high intensity light that can travel long distances without getting dispersed. Okay, so laser treatment destroys the diseased tissues and helps to heal the affected parts of the body. Got it? Okay. So next is antibiotics. The human body can be attacked by various types of bacteria. In order to fight them, another group of bacteria is injected into the body. So this group of bacteria that helps human beings fight against the disease causing bacteria is called an antibiotic. Okay, so what do you mean by an antibiotic? A group of bacteria that helps human beings fight against the disease causing bacteria is called an antibiotic. So in 1928, Alexander Fleming, a Scottish biologist, discovered the first antibiotic called penicillin. Okay, and he discovered this drug while conducting a research on bacteria. Over time, many more antibiotics have been discovered that are used today to cure several diseases. And let's see about vaccination. Vaccination is the process of injecting specific medicines in a person's body to make him or her stronger. Edward Jenner, an English doctor, invented the first vaccine against smallpox. It's a type of chickenpox. So against smallpox in 1776. Today, we have vaccination for a number of diseases like tuberculosis, cholera, tetanus, typhoid, whooping cough and yellow fever. Next is pasteurization. Louis Pasteur, a French chemist, discovered that disease-causing germs were present in water and milk. Okay, boiling them for half an hour killed the germs. So this method of killing germs is called pasteurization. And what about antiseptics? Joseph Lister, an English surgeon, discovered antiseptic. He discovered that wounds could be protected from getting infected by washing them in carbolic acid. So in those times, patients used to die due to the infected wounds. He used this antiseptic for dressing wounds to control and reduce infection. And today, antiseptics are used to clean surgical instruments and wounds. So here is the model of a antiseptic. And we will move to the next, that is sterilization. Okay, so this is the last topic of our chapter, sterilization. Sterilization is the process of killing or removing harmful germs from a substance. So sterilization is the process of killing or removing harmful germs from a substance. Sterilized substances are not harmful to human body. Sterilized substances are not harmful to the human body. Some common methods of sterilization are, can you say? Yes, heating, boiling, chemical treatment and pasteurization. Okay. So dear kids, good medicine is bitter to the mouth but has an effect on the disease. In the same way, faithful words hurts one's ears but have value for one's conduct. Okay. So take care, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.